Go down in the fifth set after that sterling comeback there. Let's go to the studio and Chris Fowler.
All right, folks, thank you. Look at that scene. That's just behind us here in the Garden Square. There are thousands of people who can now exhale because they were holding their breath throughout the latter part of that fourth stage. Beer sales now resuming. People are getting ready for the fifth set. For Vic, it's his new territory, Brad. Never been in a five-setter in his life, and Hewitt's one of the better five-set players on tour.
To say that that was an ugly set from Hewitt, but he got through it. Double faults a couple times, the loose serve, but he competed. He made his opponent hit some shots there at the end, and Vic got tight. And I tell you, Hewitt has now won 7 consecutive five-set matches, so you got to like his chances now in 5 sets.
Yeah, and Cliff said the same thing. But what about Vic? He did definitely get tight there. Hewitt had some tight moments in that fourth set. Maybe now he can just relax, and he's an 8-1 underdog in this match and play like he's got nothing to lose in the fifth set.
There's no question. I mean, he had chances early in that fourth set to take him out. 8 out of 25 on break points. A lot of chances. And it's the second serve of Hewitt that he's really had chances to, you know, jump on. Looks like Hewitt's going in for a little bathroom break or a little change of gear. But you got to figure that Hewitt now should be in control of this match.
You know, the improvement of Leighton Hewitt's serve was a big reason why he'd become a tougher customer in recent years. What's gone on with the serve, you know, at the beginning of 2006, it's caused him so many problems. He had double-digit, double faults. He had a double fault to get broken there at one point in that fourth set.
Well, he's lost 3 breaks on double faults. But the thing is, to me, about Leighton Hewitt's second serve, he's not going for a second serve. A lot of the second serves are in the high 60s and low 70s. He's laying them in there. I would much rather him go for the second serve, but he's just laying them in there. And when he does make some of them, his opponent's been jumping on him.
All right, we'll see if the veteran can hold on to the fifth set or if Robin Vick in the first Australian Open match can knock off the hero here in the fifth set. That's to come live down under. You're watching the 2006 Australian Open on ESPN2. Czech Robin Vick facing Aussie number 3 seed Leighton Hewitt in first-round action. Now, due to time constraints, we move ahead in the match. Cliff Drysdale and Patrick McEnroe continue the call.
It seemed to me, it did seem to me that Vick was tiring it all physically towards the end of that set.
Did not, you said?
No, it did not.
No.
It did not. And you know, if the rule says you can get a rub down and you're feeling a little stiff, so you get a rub down. You can't blame the players because you know, to me, I blame the guys making the rules that they're allowing that to happen.
Leighton Hewitt just scrambles so well. He's got love 30 in this first game of the fifth.
Well, he scrambles well, Cliff, but when he's playing his best, he's aggressive as well as he was in that point. And that's what, if you're a Hewitt fan, you want to see from him in this set to give him not only the ability to get through this match, as Coach Roger Rashid has been working those nails for the last couple hours, but you know, the hope that he can make another big run here in Australia as he did last year, get into the final.
Take some of the air out of the tournament if
Yes.
it lost Leighton Hewitt, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Break points for Hewitt. Heck of a serve.
Hewitt shaking his head, but if he really thought it was out, he'd be up in arms. That's just his way of trying to work the umpire a little bit. That confirmed by shot spot on the line. I could have told you that before we saw shot spot, just based on Hewitt's reaction.
Well, you did, basically.
Yeah. That's where Hewitt's got to start going for it. Second serve sitting there for him, and he went after it. Where Hewitt's coach, you want to say to him, hey, go after it again. Don't just push it back. Oh, he didn't have to. Hewitt gets the early break, and in the fourth set, who was hanging on by a thread was the Australian. This was an incredible shot by Vic here. He had chances to put Hewitt away. Czech Republic, where Vic is from, and he had a chance to put it away, but this time he couldn't do it. Hewitt able to capitalize there, went to the tie break, and then Hewitt at set point, and into the fifth set we go.
Break a serve. Hewitt up by 1 game to love in the fifth. Again, just to emphasize how huge he is in this country. Leighton Hewitt and his wife, Beck Cartwright, had a child a couple of months ago and sold the rights to pictures of the child to a magazine here for $1 million. Now, I'm not sure there are many athletes in the U.S. that would get paid that for those
Probably
rights.
not.
Turns out now that they may not get the $1 million because some other magazine got pictures of the kid. Anyway, that's probably not foremost on any sporting person's mind at this point of the Australian Open. 1 to Hewitt with a break, 15 all in this game. Fifth set.
Yeah, that's much crisper from Hewitt. And what he's starting to do a little bit better as well, Hewitt, is using all of the court, angling the ball off the ground strokes. You know, he doesn't have that much power off the ground, so he's got to open the court up, use the angles.
Robin Vick has, for the most part, had a very good serving day. He was broken in 3 times in the first set, but outside of that, he's been very solid until he served for the match in the fourth set.
Hewitt broke him in love. Just get it into the tiebreak in the fourth set. Hewitt working the umpire again. That's excellent tennis there from Hewitt. Now he's using, yeah, that's the coach says, hey, why aren't we doing that earlier? Take the backhand down the line, be more aggressive, step in.
Game point, Hewitt. Glenn Hewitt is his dad, who is really into Australian rules football. In fact, so obviously is Leighton, big follower of the team from Adelaide, where they're from. Hewitt 2 games to love, 5th set.
Eight aces now for Vic.
(30-15). Double false, 30 all, as short as the first match was, with Roger Federer taking out Dennis Easterman of Uzbekistan. This match has been over 3 hours, 3 hours and 11 minutes as of now. 5 sets.
Well, that both players thought it was an ace. They both walk into the side. Shot spot agrees. Oh, yeah. That's a confident Leighton Hewitt. Stepping in again to the midcourt ball, leaning on the two-hander. Looking for something to jump on to attack. He wasn't doing that really throughout most of the first 4 sets. Guts kept him in this match.
That was long, and this is game point to the Czech. And confirmed by shot spot.
I don't know.
Game point Vic. He got it, and so the Czech stays in this thing. Leighton Hewitt up with a break 2-1 in the 5th set. Luke Jensen among the people. Luke.
Cliffy, one of the great things about any slam is the atmosphere. We're just outside Rod Laver Arena in Garden Square, right next to the big screen. We have thousands of crazy Australians. Yes! Who thinks Vic will win this match? Who thinks Leighton Hewitt will win this match? Now, for that cheer, we have Prime All beers. So I got to get out of here. Back to you, Cliff.
Oh boy, it's a happening. This Australian Open down under here in Melbourne. Melbourne is the city in this country where, if you want to promote an event, this is the place to be. In Sydney, it's not quite as easy, they say, because, you know, half the guys are out there or gals from the beach. But you can go to the beach here as well. But it's just a great city here for sports.
And now it continues. Another rub down from the tour trainer for Robin Vic on the changeover.
See whether Robin Vick will have any answer to this newfound enthusiasm of Leighton Hewitt. He's really walking now like there's a whole different mindset for him. Two games to 1 fifth set and 15 love Hewitt. Frank Sedgman, gee, what a great player he was. Two-time Australian Open singles champion, multiple Grand Slams at other venues as well. Neil Frazier, he won a bunch of Grand Slam titles also.
Long time captain of the Aussie Davis Cup team. Great play from Hewitt. Again, being aggressive on the midcourt ball. That one right there, and he immediately comes forward. No hesitation at all. Gets in good position, plays the drop volley.
Game point. Oh, you know, Patrick, you have the sense here that Robin Vick hasn't had enough here. I mean, he obviously, Leighton Hewitt is the favorite here, but the kid's down a break in the fifth, but he's not, well, kid. He actually is a year older than Hewitt. He's 25. Hewitt's 24.
He's a kid in Grand Slam terms, so playing his first 5-set match in his career. Only his second major he's appeared in. Do the third, Cliff?
Yeah. Played the French last year and won a round against Kevin Kim.
And the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
He's still going for his shots. But the difference now is that Hewitt's going for his more often, which he wasn't doing earlier. Oh, that's going for your shot. Wasn't a bad second serve. Hewitt got it out wide. Vick with two-hander able to muscle it down the line. One step cuts it off.
Deuce. probably happy at this turn of events with this match going so long. 3 hours and 20 minutes now is Juan Ignacio Chela, because he takes on the winner of this. He took out Andy Murray in a hurry today, so could be a rematch of what happened last year when Chela spat towards Leighton Hewitt. They're not good friends, to put it mildly. Deuce.
Beautifully constructed there by Hewitt. Then opening up the court with the two-hander cross court. And he measured that one down the line and then takes this out of the air, goes back behind Vic. At game point. Go up 3-1 in the fifth. Now that's just an incredible shot. That with a two-handed backhand going to the one-hander, and comes up with this passing shot. Oh, this is
Really impressed with him.
I mean, we're seeing real good tennis now from both guys at this stage of the match.
I mean, what impresses me is this: he could have said, you know, I had my chance, I served for it, you know, whatever. This is Leighton Hewitt. Let me just go home and say I played a great match, but you know, he is really playing spirited tennis, and he's got a chance to break back, get even in this fifth.
David Prentice-Hill, the coach of Robin Vick, so they've come a long way together, playing almost exclusively last year in their futures and challengers. Leighton Hewitt's numbers throughout the match, Cliff. He was always behind in the winner to error ratio, and now he's hit 9 winners in this set. I know it's early, but just 2 errors.
No, it's a really good point, that. Huge difference. Just to emphasize it, Patrick, 50 winners against 56 unfought for the match, and as you just said, 9 and 2 in the set. Break point.
Only 43 break point chances in the match.
Got it.
Oh, he missed it. He ran out of gas. He had nothing in his legs to get up for that. Break point to get back even. And the legs just gave out. What a point. Watch him barely able to get up to this one. Exhaustion. Can't get a rub down in the middle of the game now. That's one thing you can't do still.
3:25. 3 hours and 25 minutes of tough tennis. Deuce, 2-1, fifth set. Amazing, just amazing. Mentioned before that Vic's parents were both gymnasts. He's going to need every ounce of gymnastic ability that he has to stay in this thing. He's obviously very fit after all these hours and minutes of playing, and he's still in there scampering around like a kid. Yes, tired, but you know, on a point like that last one that you just saw, it doesn't seem to be taking any real toll on him. Surely it's got to. Lleyton Hewitt, world famous for his fitness.
Oh, he missed it. Questionable shot selection there from Hewitt. He's been so effective stepping in and cracking that backhand. I think that was a case, Cliff, where he was trying to run Vic. He thought, you know, Vic's expend a lot of energy, as you pointed out, particularly the last few points. He thought he could take advantage.
Oh, that's a great shot from Hewitt.
Boy, are these guys digging down now. So much effort expended from both sides of the court.
He didn't leave himself much room, either on the sideline or the baseline.
Hewitt looks for the call.
And he got one. I think it was was that an overrule?
It was. Absolutely was an overrule. He's saying that the lines person was unsighted.
Let's watch this.
And close call, but the right one. And I'd be ticked off, too, if I were Robin Vick, because this... Let's see if we can hear her.
You heard it. Vic obviously was concerned about how long it took for Fergus Murphy to make the overrule. Murphy, on the other hand, says, you know, I was waiting for the call.
This is why Lleyton Hewitt gets under the skin of the players, because this is Vic. I guarantee you what he's thinking is that Hewitt forced that call to be made by his reaction and by his constant complaining throughout the match. Questioning calls, even as we've seen from shot spot. Now that time he was right, but oftentimes he's wrong. Oh, then Vic's ticked now. And you know, we've seen this crowd out there, and they're not always jumping up and down for Hewitt because they don't all love him. It's not a love thing with Hewitt here, even in Australia. As popular as he is, as big as he is, a lot of these Aussie fans are not quite sure.
There's no doubt about that. There was a big story this morning. Hewitt, love him or hate him, is well, it was entitled. Obviously, they are so nationalistic here as they are everywhere. But you're dead right. There are those who, and on the other hand, if you're in the Hewitt camp, they're also you're either with me or against me kind of guys. Excuse me, 15 love, 1-3.
Oh, man. Taking out a little frustration there. And his coach, Prentice, saying, come on now, let's stay in here. Prentice, by the way, speaks Czech because he was actually born in what used to be Czechoslovakia. Played for Germany and moved to Germany when he was a kid. But he's of Czech descent.
Patrick, when I look at the face of a guy like Prentice, he's watching there the tension and the pressure. I've seen that on your face when Rick.
Oh yeah, I bet you have.
And I feel for you because those, I mean, it's sometimes harder to watch.
It's a lot easier up here, believe me, than down there when you feel a little more involved. He's pretty involved.
A terrific shot on the run there from Vic, and he holds serve, but he's down to break. Leighton Hewitt will serve, and we come back with our continuing live coverage. It's now about 6:45 in the evening on Tuesday here in Australia. Picture there of Rod Laver Arena in this late evening, 10-7 at night here on this Tuesday in Australia. Warm welcome back to everybody watching the world's number 3, Leighton Hewitt, as he takes on Robin Vic, a young Czech who has never played a 5-set match in his life. This is only his 3rd Grand Slam effort. Leighton Hewitt, on the other hand, was a finalist here last year, losing effort to Marat Safin. We're in the 5th set to a piece, 3-2 Hewitt. Hewitt's got the break, but this match is still very much alive.
And I love the way Vic played that last game in that point. He got ticked off. He felt like he got a bad call. Okay, it turned out he didn't get a bad call, but the overrule, the point he was making, the overrule in the 5th set on such a close call, comes back and plays a beautiful game, attacking the ball, going after his shots. And he's got a chance now at love 30. Get right back in this 5th set.
He just won't let Hewitt get the momentum and run with it. He just won't let it happen. It's unbelievable.
$11 aces now for Hewitt against 13 doubles. And again, being aggressive.
Do you think he's trying to get the points over quickly, Patrick, because he may be a little tired, or is this just the strategy that he wants to go with?
I think he got ticked off. He got frustrated and sort of said, well, I might as well just start going for my shots. He's obviously feeling something in the legs, Cliff. He's had the trainer come out and rub him down a couple of times, but during the points, he certainly doesn't look fatigued. And he's got it back.
Very, very interesting. I mean, you can, as you were saying earlier, and the reaction of the crowd is twofold. As you said, they're not unequivocally behind Leighton Hewitt. This 25-year-old from the Czech Republic has really put up a great display.
It's really been a journeyman player. He turned pro in '98. I mean, he spent pretty much his whole career playing the Challengers and Futures. You see his record last year, 8-9. That's the tour level, but he won a bunch of Futures and 3 Challenger events on the Challengers, just below the regular tour events. And that's where he was able to get his ranking up to the top 60 in the world.
It's 3 games all and 15 love in the 5th set.
Vic did his best work. The Challengers 33-11, 18-1 at the future level. It's really sort of the entry level events to get your ranking points, computer points.
He lost the racket and it cost him the point. It's 15-30 in this game at 3 apiece. He'll go to the side now and presumably pick up a racket with better grip. You know, they have this over grip, as you can see, but watch him lose this. Break there, big break for Hewitt. Now 15-30.
That's a great return from Hewitt. Got enough on it to get it wide cross court off of a good first serve.
121 mile an hour first serve wide.
By far the best set of tennis of the match, just quality-wise. Both players with more winners than unforced in this set.
So break point for Hewitt at 30-40. No. That goes wide. Leighton Hewitt gives it another come on. He breaks again. He broke in the first game of this 5th set. He's up again for 3, and he'll serve, and we come back live.
Watching the 2006 Australian Open on ESPN2. Czech Robin Vick facing Aussie number 3 seed Leighton Hewitt in first-round action. Now, due to time constraints, we move ahead in the match. Cliff Drysdale and Patrick McEnroe continue the call.
Hewitt serving 4-3 with a break, 5th set. So you know, everybody, you're going to be watching the end of this match, obviously. And then we'll go straight through to Martina Hingis' match live here from the east coast of Australia. Love Hewitt at 4-3.
And again, Hewitt continuing to attack, to be aggressive in this final set. Done very well, Cliff, on his net points as Hewitt in this final set, 9 of 13.
You know, a quick reading of the statistics would make you believe that Vic's in front, 66 to 64 winners to errors against Hewitt's 53 to 61 in those same categories. And so many more chances to break serve of Hewitt that he hasn't converted. But the big number is this one. Hewitt leads 5-3. And he's one game away from a place in the second round after 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Oof. 2 straight doubles. Attempting to stay in the match. Oh, yes. Excellent point. That was the first smile from Beck. It took about 3 hours, 45 minutes.
Match points for Hewitt. Kind of match that brings you back for more, isn't it? Leighton Hewitt playing at home here on Rod Laver Arena. First slam, first round, second day. Huge upset in the making potentially, but now match point.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just a typical average Leighton Hewitt, you know, first-round match. 3 hours, 49 minutes.
And as soon as